Welcome everyone to Bible Talk Insight.
Great to be here.
We are really excited to kick off a brand new quarter. We're jumping into the book of Exodus.
An incredible book, just foundational.
Absolutely. And this week we're starting right at the beginning with episodes covering oppression, the background, and the birth of Moses.
Yeah, setting the stage.
You know, Exodus isn't just some old story. It's so powerful. It shows how God led his people way back then, and crucially, how he still leads and, well, delivers you today. There are real lessons for us here.
That's so true. And Bible scholars often point out, the whole book, it's not just about the Israelites getting out of Egypt or even Moses himself, though he's obviously central.
Right.
It's really revealing God, his character, his beauty, his absolute trustworthiness. It's the good news that he's with us.
So to really get into that, this week we're diving straight into Exodus chapters 1 and 2.
Yeah, the very start.
These chapters kind of give us the dramatic setup for one of the biggest redemption stories ever told. And our memory verse for the week from Exodus 2, verses 23 to 25, it just captures the situation perfectly.
It really does. It talks about the Israelites groaning under bondage, crying out.
And their cry came up to God because of the bondage. And then the key part. So God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant.
With Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God acknowledged them. He heard, he remembered, he saw, he knew.
That remembering the covenant part is huge.
Oh, absolutely. And what's amazing when you look through the Bible is seeing how God always follows through on his promises. Think about it. Jacob's family, they went down to Egypt. Just 70 people.
Just a small family group, really.
Right. But the Bible says they became fruitful and increased abundantly, multiplied, and grew exceedingly mighty. And this was before the worst of the oppression hit.
Wow. So God was already at work building them up, his unseen hand, like you said.
Exactly. Establishing his chosen nation, even in, well, kind of a strange place like Egypt.
But then, yeah, the situation changes. The oppression really ramps up.
It does.
And we'll explore that, how even with Pharaoh's terrible decrees, like trying to kill all the baby boys, God's plan just kept moving forward.
You can't stop God's plan.
No. And we'll look at those amazing midwives, Shiphrah and Puah. Such courage.
Incredible women. They defied the most powerful man on earth.
Because they feared God more. That's the core of it, isn't it? A reminder for us about who gets our ultimate obedience.
Always. And that story leads right into Moses. His birth, his preservation. It's miraculous.
Born under a death sentence, hidden in a basket.
Rescued by Pharaoh's own daughter. Raised in the palace. You couldn't make it up. God was preparing him step by step.
Even, his big mistake later, killing the Egyptian.
Even that didn't derail God's ultimate purpose for him. It shows how God orchestrates things, even through our messes, to prepare us for what he has planned. Leadership, deliverance. It was all part of it.
So bringing this home, what does this ancient history mean for you listening right now?
Well, this whole story, right from the start of Exodus, it unveils what Bible scholars sometimes call the Great Controversy.
That spiritual battle going on behind the scenes.
Exactly. You see the enemy trying everything: famine, family betrayal, slavery, even killing babies to stop God's plan of redemption.
But God just overrides it all. His power is greater.
Every single time. And that's not just history. It connects directly to our faith today. The God who delivered Israel back then. He's the same God.
The same God who delivers us.
Delivers you from sin, its penalty, its power, and one day, even its presence. He fights for you just like he fought for them.
That's so encouraging. And hey, if you want to dig deeper into that idea of God's unstoppable plans,
definitely check out our bonus episode this week. It's called Beyond the Obstacle, Trusting God's Unstoppable Plans.
Yeah, it really unpacks how God works despite opposition, despite our mistakes. Good stuff.
And there's also our supplemental episode, Exodus, the Book of Redemption, a chronological overview. That gives you the big picture for the whole 13-week journey through Exodus.
Kind of zooms out before we zoom in each week. It really highlights God's amazing character throughout the whole book.
And don't forget the daily episodes too, just short, bite-sized moments to connect and pray each day.
So please join us for the full episodes this week here on Bible Talk Insight. We really pray you'll be inspired, maybe learn something new, and just feel closer to the Bible and ultimately closer to Jesus. And as you finish listening, here's something to think about. God has this pattern, right? Throughout history, using impossible situations, unlikely people, to achieve his amazing purposes. What could that mean for you today?